Hey, there's no Facebook Live again today, so we're Facebook dead. We're YouTube live. Yeah, baby. No music today. We just in case that's what the problem is. Although seriously, I don't get it. I really don't. But I think it's okay if I sing. But I looked everywhere for the rules and I couldn't find the rules. Good morning, Indy.
Good morning.
Ooh, look what Indy's wearing. Are you going bike riding today?
Yeah, gonna get out
Oh,
on
here we go. Good morning to you.
Good day for it.
Yeah. It's been beautiful outside. Last night we even took the dogs out for a walk. How cool was that, huh? Yeah. So let's see the news. We got home yesterday and there were 7 or 8 eggs sitting in a nest in the chicken coop. Here's the coolest part of that. You know that saying, birds of a feather flock together? Apparently, birds of a feather nest together because the eggs were brown and green mixed together. Good morning, Lauren. You know what? I never
There you go.
told anybody. What's that? Oh, look at this. That's the eggs that we found in the nest. Yeah, green and brown mixed together. That's Bob. Good morning, Bob. It's so delightful to have chickens and not a rooster. I can't even begin to tell you. Indy, could you do me a favor and put a message up on Facebook that we're on YouTube this morning? I forgot to do that. Sorry. But Lauren, you found us. Yay! Thank you.
I'm not sure it'll reach your people if I do it.
You can put it on what do I say, what do I do? Go right to what do I say, what do I do? And maybe you can't post there without permission. I don't know. Or send Tracy a message again. It's chocolate cupcake day. Come on. Who doesn't get excited about a chocolate cupcake? Maybe with sprinkles on it? Yeah. Sprinkles would be really good.
Yeah, my public post has to have admin approval, so it would come back to you anyway.
Right. So you have to go straight to Tracy and ask her to do it if she's up.
Okay.
And that's unfortunate. But hey, Lauren found us. That's good news. Today is the day that Lee Harvey Oswald was born. I don't really want to celebrate it, but I don't know if I've ever told you the connection, not a connection of the first kind. I never met him, but the guy who killed him. So you remember Lee Harvey Oswald killed the president. And oh, Marlene, you found this too. Good morning. Lee Harvey Oswald killed the president. Then when Lee Harvey Oswald was being transferred, Jack Ruby killed Lee Harvey Oswald, right? So there was a lot of question around that at the time. Like, was this a mafia hit? Was it a government hit because the government killed Kennedy? I mean, there were all kinds of conspiracy theories going on. And my connection to it, albeit a teeny connection, is that Jack Ruby's mother, get this now, Jack Ruby's mother lived next door to people I knew.
Oh, you were almost there.
Yeah, I was almost like right there.
The smoking gun.
The smoking gun. So I originally, for years, have thought that Jack Ruby's mother lived next door to the mother of a friend of my parents, right? But then I got together with that family while I was in Chicago. And it turns out that no, his mother lived next door to them. And my friends got interviewed by the police. Like the police were like banging on the door and they said it was so scary. They didn't know anything, but it was so scary. Can you even imagine that? Being involved in like a crime that's like known around the world? I cannot. I truly cannot. Do you like my mug? My mug is from the South Coast Botanic Garden. So first of all, can I say that I always called them botanical gardens, but apparently that's wrong. It's Botanic Garden. This one is in Palos Verdes. I remember I bought a membership there. I wasn't even sure why. I really didn't know the place. but I was fairly newly divorced at the time and I was looking for a diversion of some kind. So actually, what I did was join the Botanic Garden and I started running there. I started walking there. I started kind of hanging out. It was beautiful. I used to take Max there all the time when he was a baby because they had a big pond with ducks in it. Oh, what are you going to do? Hit me with that?
I'm just putting it away.
Oh, it looked like he was going to hit me with that. I don't know. I got ready, I was in police mode right there. Anyway, Botanic Garden, that's my cup today. So I think this is like the coolest souvenir to buy at some place that has to do with gardens, don't you?
Where's your spoon?
This one doesn't have a spoon.
Oh, that's
That's
not
a
the one.
different one.
Oh,
Yeah, it comes with it comes with a spoon and a
spade.
little saucer at the bottom.
the spoon that looks like a spade.
Yeah, the spoon that looks like
A
I
shovel.
can't help it. I really like mugs. I know you guys do too. I see you posting your pictures of your mugs. Yeah, it's a flower pot. I like my flower pot. It's no beard day.
I once didn't have a beard
Really? How old were you?
up until I was 17.
You've had a beard since you were 17?
Yeah.
I've never seen him without a beard. No, I haven't.
People used to say, "Why do you grow a beard?" And my answer was, "I don't grow it; it just grows. I just don't cut it off."
So, I remember being married to a guy who had a beard years ago, and I'd never seen him without a beard. So what he did once, he was away on a business trip, and when he came back, and the kids and I went to pick him up at the airport, he had shaved his beard as a joke. We didn't even recognize him. Seriously, he walked right by us, and we did not recognize him. But we didn't forget that he played that trick on us. So a couple months later, when he was on a business trip again, and we went to meet him, all three of us burned cork and put mustache and beards on, and we picked him up at the airport with beards. Yeah, it was pretty funny. You had to be there. So it's no beard day, but if you have a beard and you don't want to shave it off, then for you, apparently it's beard day. So,
you can do what my first job in nursing was in a nursing home, and they told me I had to shave off my beard.
So what did you
I
do?
was young. I was probably 19 years old.
Uh-huh.
Well, so I shaved here and here, and then I had a Fu Manchu and a goatee and long sideburns, but I didn't have a beard.
I pluck personally. I don't shave. What can I say? I don't want a beard. I want a no beard day. A Winona Judd mug? Seriously? That's what you drink from? Ugh, too funny. Too funny. Oh, and good morning, Ginny. You found us too. Yay. Ta-da. How was the show? Oh, I guess maybe you weren't here yesterday. And are you talking about the Eagles?
No.
No. Maybe Winona. Did you go to I actually saw her at the casino here a few years back. She put on quite a good show. It really was good. But we're not going to talk a whole lot about music today, even though I have a whole lot of stuff about music today. I'm being very, very respectful in case. And by the way, I did thank you, Ginny, and thank you, Stephen. I did find all those privacy policies about copyrights and stuff like that. It says nothing about music. And I'm not doing this for money. So, I don't get it. Anyway.
So we'll encourage everyone, whatever song you mentioned today, go out and buy something by that artist.
Oh, yeah. Hey, go out and buy the songs. Anything you hear me sing or hum or talk about, go buy the original. We want to encourage people to spread the musical word. Yay. Oh, James Taylor is not until the 1st. No. November 1st, I'm going to see James Taylor with special guest Jackson Brown. That's November 1st. It's the beginning of my birth week. Yes.
Is that before or after Pitbull?
No, Pitbull's not till December.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to see Pitbull in December. I can't wait because apparently I'm going to get to meet him afterwards. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to meet him. No, seriously, if you guys don't know Pitbull, just listen to his music. I went to a show because I had free tickets. I have never, ever in my life, ever enjoyed a show so much. And most of the show was in Spanish. So I didn't even understand what was going on, and it didn't matter. The energy, the costumes, the music, it was like so high powered. You could not help but be caught up in the you just yeah, it was like, oh look, I look like I'm boxing. I wasn't boxing, I was dancing. Anyway, Pitbull. Do you guys know Pitbull? He is okay, you do. Okay, good. He is totally on fire, amazing. And as it turns out, he's now friends with a very good friend of mine who doesn't live in California, but because I want to see Pitbull, he told Pitbull that he's coming out to see him here and bringing me and Indy and maybe some of my friends. I don't know, but we're going to a Pitbull party. I'm so excited. Oh, Lauren, go listen to Pitbull. Seriously, you will not be sorry. You will, and he's kind of hot too. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty hot. Look at Marlene, she's going crazy. What else? Chuck Berry's birthday. We're not gonna sing his songs, although I will talk about them. But here's my trivia about Chuck Berry. I bet you didn't know this either.
What's that?
He's one of the guys who starred in the movie Patton.
Chuck Berry was in Patton?
That's what it says. Could you look that up and see if that's true? Chuck Berry was one of the stars of the movie Patton? It doesn't even make sense to me, but maybe. But he did a #1 song in 1972 that a lot of stations didn't play because they considered it lewd and lascivious. It was called, yeah, you guessed it, My Ding-a-Ling. My Ding-a-Ling. And it is about exactly what you think it is about. It's about a little boy discovering parts of his body for the first time, I guess.
Thought it was about a doorbell.
It is not about a doorbell. It is about a little ding-a-ling.
I find no evidence that he was in the movie Patton.
Come on, just type in
Right.
Not Pitbull. See, I'm stuck on Pitbull.
Now,
Okay,
Pitbull was in the movie.
No, Pitbull wasn't in the movie. Chuck Berry. Okay, so wait a minute. So while we're talking about, I have a language lesson for you. I think you're going to be very excited. I know you've heard the word schmuck. Yeah, he's such a schmuck, right? I mean, it's a Yiddish word. Schmuck actually means ding-a-ling. Okay? But in Yiddish, there are derivatives of the word schmuck. So it kind of goes like this. This is your language lesson. You might want to take notes now. There is a schmuck, there is a schmeckele, and there's a petzele. Got that? So it's petzele. Yeah, okay, we don't have to do it again. Anyway, that's what a ding-a-ling is. So My Ding-a-Ling, #1 song, but blocked. Just like we're blocked from Facebook, blocked in a lot of places.
So I'm looking at the entire cast of.
And you don't see Chuck Berry there?
Chuck Berry's name is not among it. No, so.
Bummer. Yeah. Okay, you heard it here first. I gave you false information.
But what it really was many people in the cast actually listened to some Chuck Berry songs.
And they probably got blocked from Facebook for doing it. So, don't watch Patton. Maybe that's what we did wrong. Once we watched Patton, didn't we? Okay. He also did Johnny Be Good. Yeah. And Nadine, Roll Over Beethoven, Sweet Little 16. Chuck Berry. He was the rocker. I mean, yeah, he wasn't the father of rock and roll or anything, though.
I don't know if he ever got that title.
I don't know if he ever even had kids. I don't know that much about him. What can I say? Oh, this is so cool. 1956. Picture this. 1956, Elvis Presley rolls into a gas station, gets gas. But then some girls drive up in a car next to him and recognize him and get all excited and want his autograph. He gets out of his car, or maybe he was still out of the car, and he starts writing autographs, even though he's finished putting gas in. So the attendant comes over and tells him to move his car so somebody else can get gas. And Elvis tells him, hang on, I'm signing autographs. He obviously does not know or care who Elvis Presley is. So they get into a little tussle. And then the guy who worked there screamed for the owner who came out. And now they're in a three-way fight, right? Elvis Presley, the guy who works in the gas station owner, while all these fans are now coming around because, hey, it's Elvis Presley, right? The police come. They arrest, for a moment at least, they arrest all three of them. Elvis is released. Goodbye. Thank you. The other two guys were fined $25 and $15 respectively for taking the law into their own hands. Seriously. And Elvis just, kind of boogied on.
No, he didn't. He sang a song about
Jailhouse Rock.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Careful. That
Oh, yeah.
Too much like the real thing.
It did. I sounded just like Elvis. They would think that I was doing that thing again. Huh?
Yeah.
I am not doing it.
That'd be good.
Can we talk about birds again just for a minute?
Birds.
Not like chickens, but pigeons. Can we talk about pigeons? We used to call pigeons flying rats. We taught my godson Danny, when he was like 2.5 years old, every time we were with him and we saw a pigeon, we told him it was a flying rat. So he's still to this day, and he's like in his 20s, he still refers to pigeons as flying rats. Well, pigeons are not like, all right, but there was a very cool pigeon. His name was G.I. Joe. The year was like 1942. There was someplace in England about to be bombed, and they wanted to warn the people or the army that the bad guys were coming, right? 42. So, I'm assuming it was the Germans. They sent a pigeon. This pigeon named G.I. Joe, and this was famous. It was called the Swift Flight of G.I. Joe. He got there, he warned them in time, saved over 1,000 people. He made this 20-mile flight in 20 minutes. That's flying at 60 miles an hour. That is some swift moving indeed. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't get it. I don't get it how they used pigeons. Did you watch Game of Thrones? That's how they got the mail, right? They'd put like messages and clip them to the pigeons and then send off the pigeons. How the heck did the pigeon know where to go? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I mean, like, did you have one pigeon for Bob's house and one pigeon for Susie's house? Or did you just whisper in the pigeon's ear, go to Bob's house? How'd they do that? Anybody? How do pigeons, what's a homing pigeon? I mean, I could understand how it could come home, sorta. But how does it know where to go when you like go, fly pigeon, take this message with you? I can't even get my dog to go get Indy. Seriously, how'd they do it with a pigeon? And the chickens, for sure, stupid.
Oh, no, they have chicken consciousness.
Chicken consciousness?
Yeah, it's very brief and very focused.
I guess it would be brief. What would you call chicken consciousness?
That they're living in the moment. As soon as they walk out a door, they forget how to get back in.
Be here now and forget how you got here.
That's chicken consciousness.
That's chicken consciousness. Be here now, but forget how you got here. I have apologies for our Canadian pals. I know we have a lot of Canadians who play with us.
Well, we're surrounded now, too. It's season.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and where we live, most of your countrymen happen to be here right now. I'm just saying. It's all the snowbirds. All the snowbirds, eh? Why are we apologizing to the Canadians? Well, we're apologizing to Canadians because in 1992, at the World Series game, and why they were playing the Canadian anthem there, I don't know.
Well, the Toronto Blue Jays.
The Toronto Blue Jays were in. Oh, that would be why.
Or the Montreal Expos.
Or the Montreal X. I forgot we had
Yeah, there's a
like
baseball team in
extended
Canada.
baseball, really literally World Series. Anyway, apparently one of those teams was here, and they put the flag up upside down, and in the same game sang the anthem incorrectly. What a bunch of doofuses, huh? I mean, come on, how hard are those two things? So, on behalf of all my stupid countrymen, I want to apologize for the way you were insulted in 1992. It was not purposeful. And on their behalf, please forgive us. And I mean that sincerely. I do. I'm not being flip about it. I don't understand how you can make such ridiculous mistakes.
Stick with me, kiddo. I'll show you.
You'll show. No, seriously, I don't get it. Lauren, you have 5 chickens? What color eggs do they lay? I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Are they all hens? Or do you have roosters? And if you have roosters, are they right outside your bathroom window so they make a lot of noise and wake you up 24 hours a day so you can't even nap? Oh, yeah, I don't like to nap, I remember. In 1966, the Batmobile was patented. Really? Why would you patent a Batmobile? Like what? Everybody was going to go out and copy you?
Yeah. You know how many Batmobiles there were?
No.
There were a bunch.
Well, yeah, but they were all for the show.
Yeah. Well, but anybody could make one.
Well, yeah, they could, but how often do you see a Batmobile going down the street?
These days?
It's almost Halloween. Oh, we're playing chickens. I don't think we can get in trouble for playing chickens. Oh, that's funny. Marlene says her father was a chicken whisperer. The guy who, this is in case you forget. Ooh, that was a pretty chicken. Did you see its feathers? We're thinking maybe we'll get some more, but we'll get like the really pretty. Whoa. The guy who picked up our rooster, we called him a rooster whisperer because somehow he was just holding that thing and oh, you guys have to see this. Wait, let me see. There. Check this out. Poor Gloria is like going crazy. What is that sound? Where are they? What? She's not want any part of those chickens. No. Hey, Perry Mason debuted on the radio before I was born, 1943. It was such a bit when it was on TV. My dad never missed Perry Mason. He loved that show. I can't think of Perry Mason without thinking of my dad. I think it's because even though he was an engineer and a space scientist, I think secretly he always wanted to be an attorney. I really do. He loved to argue. You can ask Indy. He taught us to argue. Indy says, I can't just agree with anything. I have to argue with everything. I'm an arguer. I was brought up to be an arguer. In fact, my father offered to pay for my daughter to go through law school if she would go through law school with him. He wanted to go back to school and become a lawyer. And he offered to pay for Donnie's college, give her a free ride if they could go to law school together. But she didn't want to be a lawyer. And neither did I. He made me the same offer. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. I like to argue, but not for a living. No. Anyway, Perry Mason, we're glad you arrived. Do you have any cat lovers out there? We talk about dogs and chickens all the time. We don't often talk about cats. And I had a dog named Jet when I was a little kid. Jet was a really cool dog. But my parents gave her away before we moved to California, and we were heartbroken. But when we came to California, I got a cat. Her name was Monopoly, because when we got her, she had mono and I had fleas. No, I got that backwards. I had mono and she had fleas, so I named her Monopoly. And I was just in love with Monopoly. She was awesome. Mono. We just called her Mono for short. So Now we have cat noises. I think that's allowed too, isn't it? Anyway, my cat, Mono, who was like this silver gray and white tabby with little white paws. Oh, she was so beautiful. And by the way, my they want the cats. My father, who knew nothing about cats, had picked up this cat for me. I don't know, somebody was giving it away, the kitten. And he made such a big deal about, and it's a silver gray and white tabby with white gloves. He thought that was like a really big deal. No, dad, that's like a one in every other cat. Looks just like this one. Anyway, when Monopoly got out and got knocked up, so to speak, I was sick again. I had a thing called viremia. I was sick a lot when I was in high school, but not since then. Anyway, I wanted to see her have babies. I'd never seen an animal I'd never seen anything give birth before, and I really, really, really wanted to see it. So I talked to her and I said, Mono, when you're ready, I would really, really, really like you to have the kittens where I can watch you. It was the most bizarre thing because when she was ready, she came up. This is true story, Indy. She came up in my face and she went like this, which to me meant, hey, mom, I'm about to have babies, so this is it. I called my mother. My mother got a big plastic sheet, put it over my lap, and an old blanket so it would be soft and warm. And Monopoly literally laid in my lap to have her kittens. It was so exciting. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, but I remember what that was like to see those little tiny things come popping out of her and have her lick them until they were like free of all packaging. Oh my god, they were so cute. So we kept one of them, and it was a boy, and his name was Al. Yeah, Allie. Yeah, Aloysius. Yeah, Aloysius Q Kitty Cat. That was his name. Aloysius Q Kitty Cat. And we just called him Alley Cat for short. Yes.
Q would have been shorter.
Yeah, but Alley Cat was cuter. So here's what happened.
Cuter.
I had all these kittens and we were only keeping Allie, right? So I thought I worked at a movie theater at the time. Yes, folks, I was in show business. Yeah. So I sold popcorn at the movie theater. Anyway, it was a big theater and there were a lot of people who worked there and a lot of people who came in. So I thought if I take the kittens with me to work, I was 16, right? Or 17. If I take the kittens with me to work, I can give them away. Well, as I was driving, one of the kittens got out of its box and came over by my feet while I was driving, which scared the living daylights out of me. And I got into a nasty little accident, just my car. But I ran across the road, up an incline, into a mailbox, knocked it over. It was pretty scary. Ask me if I got hurt. Oh, you want to know if I got hurt? Well, I did actually. I cut my finger. I cut my finger pulling the mailbox out from underneath my car. Yeah. That was it. Anyway, I drove right straight home, took the kittens home to my parents. My parents were not happy about my smashing up their car, but this is how cool my parents were. My father looked at me and said, first accident's on us, kiddo. Now you're on your own. So the first accident was on them. It was a kitty accident, yes, but still, it was a freebie. So just like a cat, I had more than one life. Thank you very much. What else? Thomas Alva Edison, his birthday. No, his death day. Boy, that guy invented so much stuff that we use today. Huh? All right, I'm going to tell you about some music. That's all. I'm just going to tell you. I'm not going to do anything about it except tell you. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band was #1 for 10 weeks, 15 weeks, and it got upended by Bobby Gentry doing Ode to Billy Joe. Really? Ode to Billy Joe. I could never understand why that made it as a hit song. Oh, peas and sparkles to you, Marlene. All right. And then the Temptations. Can't get next to you, babe. Can't get next to you, babe. That's not a song. I'm just saying I'm over here and you're over there and I can't get next to you, babe. All right. We're going to move right on to the word art of the day. It's so important. Don't leave yet, Marlene. This is really important. Life has a fence. The fence is called indecision. Stay off the fence. If you get on that fence, give it some thought and choose. I don't care if you go up or down. I don't care if you go long or go short. If you say yes or you say no. If you do it or don't do it. All I'm saying is make a decision. Choose. As human beings, we don't have much, but we do have choice. Make a choice. Either hold on or cut loose, but decide and get into action.
Fish or cut bait.
Fish or cut bait. You said it there. All right, wait a minute. This guy's ready to roll, literally. There he goes. Look at that.
Okay, here we go.
He's ready. Oh, yeah, but he has no more coffee. So I'll do the sip.
Okay. Yeah, finish the thought. All right.
You do the smile. Okay, we got a sip, we got a smile, we got a bike rider, not me. I'd like to go back to bed, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go do some exercises because tomorrow I have physical therapy and I missed a whole week. Yeah, so tomorrow's my day. Anyway, y'all go out there and have a heck of a Monday. Start this week off, bam, the way you want the week to go. It's going to be an awesome week. I know it is. I know it is. Cut or fish bait? No. Fish or cut bait. Yeah, that's it. Cut or fish bait,
Hey,
for
can I get
crying
some
out
new
loud.
gloves for Christmas?
Whoa, does this guy need some gloves or what?
It's over.
Okay. He's giving me the best Christmas list. If he can hold out and not buy those things for 2 months, he's going to have the most wonderful Christmas ever. All right, my loves. I will thank you so much for finding us on YouTube. And I'm sorry I forgot to mention it this morning, but it said to prevent any misuse, we've temporarily suspended your ability to use this feature. I don't know how temporarily. I don't know anything. I keep trying to find out. I can't find out. So until further notice, we're going to be here. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.